Very good afternoon. Wow, this is loud. Okay, like Kalim just said, I know everybody is waiting for that lunchtime to start, probably. So just if you can give me a few minutes and we'll cover this. So I have been tasked to basically inform you about this particular vertical of PSF, which is the Continuous Development Program. The President initially had said a few words about it, and he mentioned that what ideally can be done in this regards. Now, some of us over here might be at the start of our careers, others might be 5 years into it, some might be 10 years into it, and so on. But each of us recognizes the need in today's times of continuously developing oneself. And that is where this particular vertical of PSF comes in. We intend to provide you that platform, the resources, the tools, so that you can continuously develop your own selves. Now, there is a tendency. People work really hard to get that first job, right? You're making sure your resume is perfect. You're trying to do whatever you can to get into the industry, no matter what walk of life you are in. You're trying to do everything possible. But once you are in, there tends to be a relaxation. Like one of the ma'ams mentioned that there's a stagnation, right? There's a kind of monotonous nature that comes to it. You're happy with what you know. Let it keep going however it is. Right? So you become to laze off. But the point is that if majority of us are going to be doing this, and that is the nature of how people are, majority of people tend to stagnate because of this. And only a few of us rise above the ranks. If you really want to get to the next level, if you want to get into the higher management, if you want to really become one of those CEOs of companies, then you need to continuously develop yourself. You need to continuously think about it. And this platform gets you the next one. So having said that, there are some core objectives that we did think about and how we can set up this platform so that people can develop in their regards. So the learning is, of course, an ongoing aspect. In every walk of life, we have gone into the digital world, right? There is a need for constant improvement, constant study. How are we going to do that? And there's also a need for constant reflection. Now, this concept of constantly looking after your own self, Mr. Shafiq Saab, I think, also mentioned about it, of how you continuously need to look after yourself. Where am I at what stage of my life? And where do I intend to get to? Where am I 5 years down the line? Where am I 10 years down the line? Where do I see myself? So that is what we need to be thinking about. And for that, you definitely need constant mentoring. You need constant consultations from people who have already been there. And this platform that we are a part of today is an opportunity to do that, right? Most of you are here to know better things about how things can proceed. So for this particular vertical, there are a number of domains that we are covering, right? The technical skills, not everybody has to be in IT. People can be in different domains, no matter what, right? But everybody does require to improve their skills. There is a need to constantly improve yourself. The technical skills, the functional skills, the behavioral skills, understanding sleep patterns, and whatnot, right? You need to understand to get better. What am I going to do about it? And PSF here is trying to help you with exactly that, right? The last 2 years, we all suffered, right? The corona that came up and stopped all the possible functionality of things. 2018, we were planning to set up these seminars and having face-to-face sessions. But then the time came that we had to go down to having webinars, right? So we took up the task. We held regular webinars on different topics so that people can develop themselves. And we have covered various domains as well. So it's not just the technology industry, the banking, the retail, the businessmen, and whoever wants to develop in whichever form, we intend to do that as a team. So some of the webinars that we held in the last year, just a few examples of that is the project management, the mid-career crisis, and even data science, which seems to be the go-to word these days. And we also have had workshops face-to-face, even for a skill as simple as email writing. There seemed to be a demand of people understanding, how do I write an appropriate email? I have to start interacting with the higher management, but I don't know what appropriate words to use. People tend to write huge emails, where the CEO does not really have time to go through it. So you need to learn those skills which are ideal for your position and how you're going to proceed further. And just, of course, conscious of time and the stomach's growling. So how can you basically get involved? So you can help us out by being a part of this particular vertical, by either being a simple volunteer. You can help us out in conducting these sessions and making sure that you yourself plus others are growing. You can become, you can attend these sessions just like you're doing one of them here, and you can be one of those members who are already subject matter expertise in their field and can help us out in spreading that word, spreading that knowledge within the community so that we can all grow together.